So just grounding the body, feeling the body in this space is standing. You can imagine you're a mountain, a solid mountain, strong, steady, balanced. Or you can imagine one of those trees that sometimes we see here in Florida, the trees with so many roots around. And perhaps you can begin to sense the contact of the soles of the feet on the floor. Sense perhaps little micro movements of the body. Softening your knees. Your knees don't need to be lax. Softening the knees. Incline your pelvic a little bit towards the floor. It's like you have a couple of packets in the back and they're full of sand and pulling down slightly. Softening your chest. Maintaining the spine upright. Imagine that gently someone is pulling you up from the heavens, pulling you up. Relaxing the shoulders and noticing how gravity pulls the body down. And probably you notice it more on the arms. The hands are being pulled, the fingers are being pulled towards the floor. Open your chest, softening your heart, softening your face. Noticing the space where the body is located. Open your arms slightly. Imagine you have little balls underneath, tennis balls underneath your underarms. And your hands are actually facing your body. These practices are based on mindfulness. Our main objective is to become aware how the mind and body are connected and how they condition each other. And how we can begin to see our tendencies of mind to be less reactive and more responsive. Noticing the patterns that makes us suffer and develop, cultivate, discover our own inner strengths that are within us based on wisdom. Now ask yourself, what is your intention for showing up here? What brought you here? Your sincere intention. What brought you here? What is your intention? And let's be that intention sincere, honest, humble, to accept the body as it is, to accept the mind as it is, to allow the practices to transform stress to wisdom. If we find a stillness and movement, that is real movement. If we find movement and a stillness, that is the real stillness. Just bringing your mind and body connected. See if you can find harmony. How is your mind? Is it curious with a kind interest and loving interest? Or is deprived? There's the deprived curiosity. I want to know what's next. If there's deprivation, curiosity, there is contraction in the body. Observe, notice. Is there contraction on your body? And perhaps you can soften that. Perhaps there's tension in the body. How to work with tension, inhaling, and making the exhalation longer. calming the mind to calm the body. And if the mind is not calm, there cannot be a steadiness. It cannot be peace. It cannot be patience. Now, very slowly, opening your palms to the side and slowly collect everything that you don't need. Collect resentment, collect confusion, collect anger, collect impatience, collect everything that you don't really need, collect it. Collect gossiping, or self-judgment, criticism. The hands are all the way up. Now bring your palms, face each other, the palms down to the floor. And just let them go to Mother Earth. Let go everything that you don't need. And if your mind wanders off, shifts away, no problem. Just bring it back and pay attention to your hands. You can even follow the hands. Follow the hands, not visually, but follow the sensation. And let them go and drop it to Mother Earth. Drop it outside of itself. We are converting negative energy to positive energy. Now bring the palms up and now collect everything that you really want. Perhaps some patience. Perhaps some ease in your life. Perhaps some healing. Perhaps some joy that sometimes you don't notice because something more dramatic is calling our attention. Perhaps the pattern of mind that is comparing ourselves or planning, or collect all that, or commitment, self-care, humility, that we don't know everything and that we can learn and bring the beginner's mind, we call it in Zen, the beginner's mind, noticing everything in life like you never noticed it before. Notice your hand. Now we're going to seal that. We're going to seal it like when we seal an envelope. We're going to seal all those great qualities: joy, patience, peace, easiness, loving kindness, self-compassion, freedom. Seal that envelope, seal them. You notice the tendency to rush, notice the tendencies to, and it's okay, all is well. This is very normal when we're not accustomed to do things slowly. Now bring your hands towards your heart, inhale, regulate the emotion, and put it down. One last time, regulating the emotions, inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to begin strengthening some of our joints. Lift your hands up to the heart and go on your toes. Lift your body on your toes, strengthening the tendons and lower it down. The tendons that connect bone to muscle, those tendons. The tendons, what I'm finding out is the strengthening of the bones is not just to support our body, but also inside the bone, inside immune cells. So we're working in our immune system, strengthening the bones, strengthening the tendons, strengthening the joints, lubricating them. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I find myself sitting for too long. Yes. Now lift the arms and bring it out to the side, still on your toes, balancing and lowering down. Lift your arms, lift your toe on your, no, lift your toes, lift your heels. That would be Yeah, you can lift your toes, but this time we're just strengthening those tendons on the ankles, tendons of the joints of the hands and the fingers, and lower down. One last time. Inhale, balance, balance, and hold. Hold for a pause. Hold it there. Of course, you follow your body, follow the wisdom of the body. This is where the humility comes from. You don't listen to the head, but listen to your body. Lowering the arms. Now, stretch the legs a little bit beyond your hip. And you're going to begin again, very slowly, move the body. Slowly. Find the stillness and the movement. Warming up, energizing the body, but without being reactive, without being anxious. And if there's anxiety, you can write it out, recognize it. This is the habit. I want to do this faster. Or why am I here? There's doubt. Not a problem. Like we were saying at the beginning, if we don't observe it, we cannot heal it. So whatever we resist, we persist. And as you continue moving and you found the stillness in the movement, you can increase the movement. Oh, this progressive movement is not only helpful to strengthen our body, but also to help us to relax, to regulate our nervous system. Some people just do this practice for 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and they find a great deal of transformation, transforming anxiety, sadness, anger into joy, into ease, finding stillness and movement, finding quietness and movement. You can follow your hands, opening the energy highways in the body, on the spine. Oh, you can even sigh, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through your mouth. We are this universe that is outside. We are the universe. We are as big as the sky. Feeling the sensations of the wind elements on your arms, on your face. Feeling that inside oxygen moving, massaging the internal organs, massaging the heart, the lungs, doing the circulating of the oxygen in the body a little bit more balance. Listening to the silence between the sounds. Are you finding ease in the movement? Are you finding a stillness in the movement? Are you finding movement in the stillness? Pay attention. Boredom is lack of attention. Anxiety is lack of attention. What's here? What's in my mind? What's in my heart? What's in the body? Now allow the stillness to be present in the movement. Allow it. Allow the stillness to guide the movement. Yeah. Then coming back to complete stillness when you're ready. And notice how is your body? How is your mind? Are there any vibrations someplace in the body? Vibrations on the hip. Now shake your arms. Shake your arms. And circle the arms and become aware of the sensations on the joints, on your wrists, on your little fingers, on all those joints. They need to be lubricated. Quite often we perform a lot of activities with our hands, with our joints, that we don't pay attention, we neglect them. How about giving them some attention, some loving kindness? Yeah. Now, the circle it the opposite way and reverse. And notice perhaps if you're righty or you're lefty, how the two hands are so different. So different. Yeah. And perhaps give a little extra attention to the one that is a little weaker. Give her a little more attention or more movement. Like for instance, my left arm is a little weaker, so I'm put a little more strength, not forcing, but a little more strength. Good. Now shake them out. Shake, 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 baby. Now bring the left leg to the front. And bend the knee and make sure that the knee doesn't go beyond your heels, beyond your toes. Now with the right arm, we're going to stretch that shoulder. Bring it out to the front and stretch that shoulder. And continue. I'm going to adjust something here. Big stretch, if that's possible. If not, you can do a small stretch. And again, if you get tired standing, you can sit and you can stretch the shoulder. We do it standing to get some benefit from standing, strengthening the leg. Stretching the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. See if you can really feel not just the muscles, but perhaps the inside. This shoulder, this joint is so complex and it does so many things. At the same time, you're also moving the wrist and the fingers, the hand. One last time, inhale, and return back and switch legs. The right comes to the front and bend. Stretch the left arm, the left shoulder. And you probably notice also that there's some movement in the internal organ. So we are massaging the internal organ to the front and roll it back. To the front and roll it back. Practices of transformation, of evolution. We see our hindrances, we see our patterns, we see our tendencies, and without judging them, we allow them to be. We let them pass, knowing really the truth that everything passes. Nothing stays forever. What makes it stay forever is the story that we tell ourselves, the fabrications that the mind does. Last one, inhale, And exhale. We come back to standing like a tree or like a mountain, noticing the body, noticing the part that was just moved. How does it feel? Perhaps there's a little hit or some release. Yes. Now we're going to do the chair, but in a different way. Usually the chair, we do it differently. And some of you who practice yoga know this. But this time we're going to bend our knees. We're going to spread the hands out, and come back up and lower the arms. Bend the knees. Inhale, gathering all that energy, collecting that energy, and bring it down. Inhale. Getting what you need from all those energies that you collected at the beginning and you sealed it. Not striving, just being, tolerating, allowing life to be as it is, allowing this body to be as it is. Not the body of yesterday, but the body of today. Perhaps cultivating some gratitude towards yourself, that you brought yourself here. Generosity to others, because by practicing here, we are also practicing for other people, for those who cannot move. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Now you're going to hold that chair. Hold the chair whatever you can. Hold it. It doesn't have to be a low chair. If it's a high chair, good for you. See what your body wants. Perhaps bringing the attention to the muscles where you feel that is holding the posture. Remember, your face muscles don't help you to hold the posture. So perhaps smiling a little bit. Let's not take this too rigid. Lowering the arms. Coming back up, shaking your legs. Shaking your legs. Now, the next posture is balance. We're practicing balance. And we're practicing movement. This is meditation and movement. Pretty often people think that sitting is meditation, but there are many ways how to meditate. You can move. Mindful movement is meditation. What we're practicing here is meditation. And meditation, basically what it is paying attention with kindness to what's here now. That's meditation, to what's here now. And we utilize mindfulness to bring it here. So mindfulness and meditation are connected together. So if you want, if you have balance, you can balance the body and lift the leg and just circle the leg. Circle the leg. If you cannot, you can actually grab a chair. And because what we're doing is we are actually lubricating the ankles, lubricating the knee. So you don't really need to sacrifice any part of your body. But if you're able to balance, do a little extra balance, circle the ankle one way, lubricating that joint, that complex joint. And you can circle it the other way. And you can shake it, shake it. And shift the other way to the other leg. And bring your attention, that curiosity, like a childlike curiosity. Wow, how does the ankle moves in different ways, different directions. And you can do it to the other side. And shake the leg, shake the leg. Great. Now bring both legs together, the knees are together. You're gonna grab your kneecaps. Grab those kneecaps. If your knees hurt, just massage the knees. And if you have, like Diana just had an operation in the knee, you can just imagine the posture and circle that, wash, irrigate this part of the body. And you can actually do a little friction with your hands. So that way you really, really bring some energy, some new energy to the knees. To the knees, yes, all around, all around. Now circulate the other way around. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Calming the body to calm the mind. Come back, shake the legs out, shake it out. Come back and take a pause, take a pause. The next one, we're really going to open the main joints of our body, which is the knees, the hips, and up the shoulders. They're all connected to different joints. And you can do it as slowly if you want. We're going to begin at the level of the knees. Bring your arms to the front. Now, the arms are going to go to the right and the hips to the opposite side. And we focus the arms at the level of the knees. Slowly, the arms goes to the right, hips goes to the left. Slowly, very slowly. Don't have to rush. And embody this position. And when I say embody, I really mean sense the physical sensations, tightness, openness, tingling, pressure, freedom of holding. Sometimes we hold with our muscles. So lubricating the knees. Strengthening also the muscles around the knees, strengthening the tendons around the knees, the ligaments. And quite often we neglect them in a way that we don't pay attention to them. We go to the weights, we just do the weights automatically with automatic pilot. We are not in it. Or we practice yoga and we focus more on the outcome and not on the process. In this practice, we are in the process. We are in the unfolding. Now, very slowly, move the arms higher to the level of the hips. Now we focus more on the hip joints. Those amazing joints that are connected with the legs that helps us to sit, to stand, to walk, to run, swim. I mean, this joint does a great deal of activity. The hips. Lubricate them, love them, nurture them, bring energy, bring love, bring attention, bring kindness, bring ease. If it's contracted, perhaps taking an in-breath and during the exhalation, let it go. Let go of the tension. And if you're not able to let go of the tension, perhaps explore any other part of the body that is not tense and spread it around. Beautiful. One more time for the hips. Now bring the arms at the level of the heart, at the level of the ribs, at the level of the shoulder joints. Oh God, these joints, there's so much for us. And when we are younger, we don't think that to give them attention or love. Bringing the attention to the shoulder joint. Your arms are going to the opposite side of the hips. Arms to the right, hips to the left. Arms to the right, hips to the left, hips to the right. I don't want to confuse you. left. Arms to the right, hips to the left. Arms to the right, hips to the left. Now we do the opposite. Now the right arm goes to the left, to the right, and the hips go to the left. Arms, we are at the level of the ribs, we're at the level of the shoulders. Arms to the right, hips to the left. Arms to the right, hips to the left, the hip to the left. Arms to the right, hip to the left. Arms to the right, hip to the left. Now we lower the arms at the level of the hips. Arms to the right, hips to the left. We continue the same way. Again, if you want to stop before me, please do it. You can take a break, you can take a pause. You can just do the arms. Practice with wisdom. Now lower the arms to the knees. Arms to the right, hips to the left. Massaging now the knees. Massaging the knees. And again, you can do it very slowly, or you can do it one last time. And coming back, and shaking the legs, coming back to sitting. Bringing the chair, taking your time, coming back to sitting. Going to do a few moments sitting. Finding the anchor of your sitting bone and noticing how the body feels sitting. Perhaps you feel a little more the weight of the body on the chair. Sensing the toes on the floor, sensing the support of the earth. Adjusting your posture to be upright with an open heart, an open chest, soft shoulders, and relax. Now you bring your arms to the front and cross them. Lift them up. Lift them up. And out, then we go down. On some salutations. Lift the neck up like a little turtle. Drop it down. And come back up. Feeling the movement in the arms, feeling the touch when the palms come together. And bring it down to your third eye. Feeling the energy, You know, we have a magnetic energy around our body. And we are energy. This body is energy. Inhale again, crossing the arms. And going down, drop the head, drop the shoulders, drop your neck. Arch the neck, look up. Look up. Like a little turtle. Relax the neck. Come back up. Place your hands like a prayer position. Lowering down. Lowering down. One last time. Inhale. And down. Relax now. Stay down. Stay down. As you stay down now, bring the right arm up and look up.
look up. And if you want, you can bring the left arm, left hand to your right ankle. And look up. This is a modified triangle pose. Now bring the arm around your waist, behind your back, and stretch the neck a little bit more up, high up. Drop the arm, drop the head, and come up. Come up. Excellent. I'm going to lower this so perhaps if some people see it on the video, they can see what I'm doing. Now inhale one last time. Inhale up. One last sun salutation down on the floor. And now just relaxing the neck. Now bring the left arm up. And if you want, you can look up if that's possible. Relaxing and making sure that you're not overextending the vertebrae, the neck muscles. And if you can bring the right hand to the left ankle. Do a little bit more of that stretch. Drop the left arm behind you, hug that arm, and stretch and hold. Noticing body sensations, thoughts and emotions about the posture of the sensation. Noticing how some of the thoughts cause the sensations, or perhaps some of the sensations are causing thoughts or emotions. Coming back to the center, staying down here, stay here, relax. Bring your attention to the hip socket, to the tissues around your gluteus, attending with curiosity and kindness, with the scientist microscope, and feeling, see what you feel, if there is some unpleasantness in there, or there are pleasant sensations, or there are no sensations. And if you want, you can shake your neck a little bit, shake it. It is safe to shake them when we are in this position, shake your neck. And very, very slowly, very, very slowly coming up. When we're standing and we do this position, we come back very slowly, extremely slowly, because there's a lot of blood on the brain, and you can get dizzy and fall down. But we're sitting now, and have a seat. And if it's possible, you can close your eyes or gaze softly down. I'm going to guide you in a short body scan. You can do this body scan sitting, lying down, standing. You can scan your body even walking, because the most important thing is the quality of your attention, not how we look. Relax the body, finding a stillness while feeling some movement, and knowing that these two can coexist, movement and stillness. Feeling the body sitting. You might notice sometimes that even if you're sitting and your intention is to bring the body to stillness, there is some movement. And if you find any tension in your body, please, the invitation is to inhale and see if you can relax it in the exhalation.
We begin by noticing the sensations on the head, in the crown of the head. You might not find any sensations, and that's okay. Noticing that there's no sensations is attention. Sometimes a little movement might help to feel sensations. Or you might feel in each that's a sensation. We are connecting the brain with the body. When people have dementia or Alzheimer's, those two have disconnected. We can be grateful for having a brain that makes our memory clear today. Softening the face, many, many little muscles of the face, the forehead, the temples, right and left, the eyes, all the little muscles around the eye, the brows, space between the brows, the bridge of the nose, the eyeballs. Perhaps there's a little moist, or perhaps you even feel the weight of the eyelids on top of the balls of the eyes, or you sense the touch of the eyes to the eyeballs. Noticing sensations in the cheeks. Pay attention to your ears, the ear lobes. Perhaps you sense the vibrations of sounds that come to the ears. Hearing. Invite your attention now to the jaw, this big joint, the mouth, feeling the temperature of the skin on your face. The neck, sensing the connection of the neck with the spine in the back, sensing the throat, most of our senses are on the head. Inviting the awareness to the top of the shoulders, and from the shoulders all the way down to the hands and fingers. The fingertips, the fingernails, the knuckles, the joints, all the little tendons on the hands. Feeling the sensations, perhaps this vibration, warmth, coolness, tightness, expansion. Feeling the space between the fingers. The wrist, forearms, the elbows, all the tendons, joints that are so helpful, the muscles, the flesh, the blood, so helpful to us. The oils, even the fat that we have inside is necessary in the right places, especially in the brain. Or in parts of the body where we need that. Coming down to the back, upper back, the shoulder blades. How are your shoulder blades? Are they moving? They're static? They're letting you know something? Muscles in between the shoulder blades, spine, all the vertebrae, all of them, from the lumbar up to the cervix. And feeling, massaging the back with your awareness and with the breath. Inhaling and relaxing the body, relaxing. Bringing the attention to the front of the body, the front of the shoulders, the heart, the lungs, front of the body. Perhaps you sense the breath as you breathe. As you breathe in, there's a rise in the chest. As you breathe out, there's a fall on the chest. Perhaps sensing some pressure from the in-breath and the out-breath, or pressure and pull from the breath. Aware of the solar plexus, all the internal organs. There is so much work for us. Bring some kindness, some attention. Perhaps some of us, we don't have a good relationship with this part of the body. Perhaps asking for forgiveness. Or just being aware of this tendency. Softening the whole pelvic area. Reproductive system, the elimination system. Sensing the connection to the legs, the upper legs, inner and outer thighs, back of the legs. These are the biggest muscles of the body. Feeling perhaps some warmth at the level of the skin. Perhaps some vibration, some movement internally. And if you don't feel anything, that's okay also. It takes time to reconnect the brain with the body. For so long, perhaps we live so far away from our body that it takes practice. Softening the knees, the lower legs, the shin, the bony part of the leg, the muscle in the back, the calf, the ankles. Noticing and reflecting how the knees, they just help us bend one way, not the other way. And the ankle help us to twist and turn in different ways. How incredible this body is designed. Finishing down with the feet, the soles of the feet, the sides of the feet, the top of the feet. Every little toe on the feet. If you didn't feel anything, you might want to wiggle the toes and see what you feel. So we have the capability of paying attention to every part of our body in turn. At the same time, we have the capability to expand that awareness, expand the awareness to the whole body. From the toes to the whole feet, to the calf, the legs, the trunk of the body, arms and hands, face and head. And let's just stay alive. Let's continue practicing. And knowing that everything has its beginning, its middle, and its end. as we all do. We are born, we grow old, we get ill, and we pass away. Perhaps reflecting that this is the truth and appreciating every moment of our life, just like if it's the last moment of our life. And breathing perhaps like it's our last breath. And even if it's not the last breath, but how do I want to live my life now? And opening your eyes. And I don't want to finish with, you can finish now